How many of us remember story time? I do. How many of us love story time? I did. And I always want apple juice or a snack, and I want to sit crisscross applesauce, or I want to listen to my grandmother or my dad or my mom read to me. And this is someone that can help out with the reading. They talk about how beneficial reading is for kids. This is absolutely fantastic. This is by Cuddle Barn. It's the Mother Goose animated plush with the board book. It's customer top rated. That Black Friday sale price, $29.98. Your item number is T39683. The easy pay is $9.99. And I want to go over some colors that we have left. So we have pink, and we can see her talking. That's pink there. And then we have sage, and I can finally see how crazy my hair looks because my producer Jen wants to laugh at me. I know she loves me, but she doesn't care. And you're saving $8 today, so that's 21% off a wonderful animated plush. It includes the animated plush, an 8-page board book, and 3 AA batteries, so you're ready to go when she arrives. It sings songs while it's in animation. Mode. It's absolutely fantastic. It's for ages 18 months and up. I'm going to stop talking because I want to bring in Marcy Cordetti, who's still here. Marcy, you better read me a story, and if you don't, she is.
She is. In fact, she is going to recite 7 different nursery rhymes, and don't worry about your hair. You can always borrow this gorgeous bonnet. These is the best. She is enchanting, though, isn't she? She's just so beautiful. Silky Soft comes from Cuddle Barn.
Yeah.
In business over 35 years. They do the best interactive, animated toys for children. I'm going to start her right away. She's so easy to use, TJ. And I just want to give you a heads up. She's going to bob her head and turn and include the entire room. Depending on how many children you have, everybody gets included. Easy to use. You're going to squeeze the musical note on her wing.
Okay, you do it. I'm going to watch you. Okay.
Someone's favorite nursery rhyme. Let's start off with Hump Dumpty. Hump Dumpty sat on a wall. Hump Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again.
That is
now,
fantastic.
How about Hickory Dickory Dock?
Hickory Dickory Dock.
Hickory Dock. The
Mouse ran up the clock.
The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down. Hickory Dickory Dock.
Let's have one more.
Okay, one more. Here we go.
Little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider, sat down beside her, and frightened Miss Muffet away.
Now, I can stop her by pressing her wing, but she will start at the beginning again.
Okay.
Total content is over 2 minutes of nursery rhymes.
Yeah.
These are classic nursery rhymes. We've included a board book so children can follow along as she goes through each of the 7 classic nursery rhymes, from Hey Diddle Diddle to Humpty Dumpty to Jack and Jill, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. This little piggy, we have to go back in a minute and listen to this little piggy, my favorite.
Okay.
And Little Bo Peep right there, of course. But the board book is wonderful. It just helps children to follow along. This is one of the most wonderful things you can do, is to get a child sitting down right before bedtime, to introduce them to a very quiet, transition into that bedtime routine. That's what we need. That's what they love. And Mother Goose is beautiful from head to toe. Soft and silky. Look at her bonnet. Look at her little wireframe glasses, DJ.
That's what does it for me. When you have the wireframe glasses, I want to listen to you. I want you to read me my laundry list or my shopping menu, whatever it is.
Yes.
I just feel like the glasses do it. And then here, Marcy, sometimes you might hear a voice coming from a plush, but I love that she moves her mouth because I know it's not real, but it makes me think, oh my gosh, she's real. She really is reading
She's
to
really
me.
talking.
Yes.
I know.
It changes
I know,
everything. It reminds me when I first saw like Teddy Ruxpin, I was like, is that alive? I have to have that. And so I love that's what she does.
I'm glad that you do, because that's what I was going to say. Glasses, her beak opening and closing, the beauty of her as she bobs her head and turns from side to side, makes it feel so realistic that she's including everyone, if not just creating an atmosphere of telling the story. Just look at that. The book is embroidered on the outside, and on the inside it has that beautiful list of all of the nursery rhymes.
Yeah.
It's adorable. Her little shawl collar, that beautiful little thing is silky and soft to the touch as well, and a satin ribbon. The back of her is squishy soft.
Yes.
So even though the battery compartment is beneath her legs, and that's the way she sits flat, the back of her like little tushy area is all silky soft, DJ, like a pillow. It's just beautiful all the way around.
It
Children will
really
love her.
is. And it makes you want to hold her, but I almost feel like this is something like not often do you give your kids something like, oh, here's a book and I'm gonna walk away from you. This would be something where I say, okay, is it story time? Like you said, you're winding down. Okay, you can sit up in bed if you want to do that, and here we go. Okay, start reading, and you can read along with her. And we talk about how important reading is for kids, not only for us to read to them, but for them to read to us, and to continue to do that. And I feel like that's something that's super important. And so this is for 18 months and up, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So everything is beautiful on her. 18 months to 2 years old, they're able to appreciate her. I would give her, as a gift to a new mom. Let them put them up on a shelf, her on a shelf for when the time comes. I'm going to press her wing again if it's okay. I want to go through those if we can quickly and hear.
Yeah, let's do it.
The sign off at the end is just absolutely lovely. I'm going to play the pink.
Okay.
Favorite nursery rhyme. Let's start off with Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Now, how about Hickory Dickory Dock? Hickory Dickory Dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one, the mouse ran down. Hickory Dickory Dock. Let's try Little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet sat on a stick, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider who sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Next, let's do Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling out. And now, let's do This Little Piggy.
My favorite!
This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none. This little piggy went wee.
My children waited for that.
Two little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and doesn't know where to find them. Leave them alone, and they'll come home, wagging their tails behind them. But not least, Twinkle, Twinkle. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Wait for it.
Sweet dreams, my darling. Good night.
Sweet dreams, my darling. Good night.
Good night. Bye, Marcy.
Nothing more to say.
Later. There's nothing more to say. Listen, we know what it does. Here's something. I know we only have like a few seconds, but I would, if I saw this and I was looking, I would say, Mommy, is she alive? Or is she real? It's fantastic.
I'll put my finger in there.
Exactly. Let's give her some food. I love it. There's jelly all over here. I told you no. So this is fantastic. Cuddl Barn really knocked this out of the park. Your item number is T39683. I love it. Over 100 ordered. That Black Friday sale price, $29.98. It's so beautiful and so wonderful. It's something that I would love kids to get to wind up and go to bed with. It's fantastic. Oh, wow. Okay, we still have so much to come. There are games, there's toys, there's gonna be crazy stuff, there's pop